name, Horsemaster, and I shall give you mine. Welcome to the Welcome to the Squadcast movie podcast. We have a big one, big one for you guys tonight.
Hey guys,
started off with a banger.
He
Latrell's
said
already
it
laughing at that.
right, but you said it perfectly right this time. Squadcast, congratulations!
Yes, and I said it right this time, so that's how you know. That's how you know I'm excited. We have. Oh, I'm Dan. This is Alex and Latrell. Alex is back. He missed a week last week, but he's back. We missed you, buddy.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Yeah, and you're back for a big one. So I'm sure you're as excited as we are because.
Had to come back for this one.
This is our first trilogy episode, and we had to start it off right. The first one had to be right, and this is arguably the best one ever. I don't know, if not one of them. Oh, the Lord of the Rings, baby.
Yeah,
there's what more can be. Well, we have a lot to say, but.
It's just
the 2001, 2002, 2003, back to back. It's a trilogy, but it's all kind of one story. All three movies are amazing. It's one of the more impressive achievements that in movies ever, in my probably. I could start off with the praise right off the bat. I don't care. No spoiler here. I love these movies. I'm pretty sure you guys do too.
Oh, without a doubt, Lord of the Rings is
100%.
always been literally one of my favorite. I mean, trilogies, genres, stories. I'm actually, I'm pretty sure I had like the copy of not like the book. Or the book copies of the Lord of the Rings a while back, but I have no idea where they are. So I need to get another set.
I have the lovely leather-bound ones from Barnes and Noble. Highly recommend. Nice little pocket size.
Yeah, I have like a really cool like vintage style Hobbit book that my dad used to read all the time. So that was my connection. And then also when I was 4, 5, and 6, my dad took all 4 of us kids to see all 3 movies.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah, so I grew up on these, man. I grew up on these. They've never not been a big part of my life in terms of just entertainment and movies that I've watched. They're always something when you bring up what's like some of the best movies ever. You always mention the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Without a doubt.
Right?
There's no questions asked.
Okay, let's just get right into it. Before I actually start with any of the movies, I want to just because while we'd like to do synopsises, so we're kind of gonna give one, since it is one big story. I'm kind of gonna give a brief one for the whole thing, which is basically that it's the fantasy world of Middle Earth. The story. I don't know how much it popularized this kind of setting, but it's a fantasy world with the orcs and the elves and the dwarves and the hobbits. And the main basis of the story is these rings that are created that are shared among them. And I guess the wizards too, that are shared among them.
Don't forget
and it's kind of used as a way for mutuality and agreement between them, kind of so no one overpowers each other. Then it's found out that a Dark Lord Sauron made a secret one that he wanted to use to control all of them and everything. He was defeated, and the ring by the what was the old king's name? Isildur or something?
Isildur?
He was supposed to destroy it. He didn't, because it turns out the rings got really strong mental powers over people. And instead it got lost until it was found thousands of years later, when that kind of set things in motion. And for all 3 movies, the whole trilogy. So, did I miss anything? Did I leave out it? I mean, that sums it up pretty good, right?
I think you had pretty pretty
high level for about 13 hours a movie.
All right, good job, Dan. I didn't know how I was going to do that, so that was good. All right, let's start with the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay. Obviously, the first movie, the movie that gives you all that background, but it's also it is its own movie. It's probably the one that's the most different from the other two, because the next two are, I want to say, similar to each other, but they're, this one I think is the most different in that it doesn't have any A and B plot, really. It's got one plot. A lot of the characters that we see throughout the movies, this is the only movie where they're like all together. And it's got like, I'm not going to say, it is, I guess it is kind of my favorite of the three personally, but I also really, really love Two Towers after watching it today might be equal with it. Also, before I continue, you guys, just to clear things up, who watched the extended and who watched the regulars?
I watched the extended for this one and then the regulars for the other two.
Okay.
I watched every single extended one.
But I have watched the extended in the past. It wasn't for the most recent.
Okay. Did you, by any chance, watch the scenes I mentioned to you, or no?
I didn't get a chance to.
I sent you. Okay, no worries.
But feel free to talk. I'm still going to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm still going to talk about it.
It's all right. But
I don't really think. I don't really remember what much of it was in this one. I feel like it was mostly, it wasn't too much in this one in terms of extended. I feel like it was more like this probably had the least amount of extended scenes.
I would say so, that this definitely had the least amount of extended compared to the, I'm sure, compared to the other ones, because I didn't think it makes the movie that much longer, if I remember correctly. I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's like yeah, it does not make it too much longer.
They changed like the beginning with like the story, what Bilbo's writing about.
Yeah. And
stuff. But no, I think this is one of my favorites because it's kind of like, I still love the other ones. Those are kind of like war films in a way, besides Frodo and Sam's adventures and stuff. But this one to me is more like just purely like an adventure film, an adventure fantasy film. And like, I just like to follow, I liked following like just those characters as they were going on that journey. It was kind of cool, and I just wish there was a little more screen time in like the other ones where the characters see each other, other than the ending of the third one. But I don't know. I'm not. It's not even a complaint. It's why I'd say I like this one the best.
Whole band together pretty much before they get separated.
Yes, and I guess to give a brief synopsis, this is the one. It kicks it off, and it's where the ring is first found and like rediscovered. Bilbo Baggins has it, and the what's his name, Sauron finds out that he has it, and so then they have to kick a plan in action to get it destroyed, send it to Mordor to be destroyed, and they send the Fellowship with all the guys. Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Frodo, Samwise, Pippin and Merry. Peregrine Took, and I forgot Merry's full name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And of course Gandalf.
Of course, Gandalf the Grey.
Merry Brandy Buck.
Yeah, it's just another thing I want to say. I don't know about you guys, but I watched these movies when I was young, and there were many scenes, not just this one, but this one kind of stands out a little bit from me. I was scared of this movie growing up. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Like, there were scenes that genuine. Yeah, when he gets stabbed by the Witch King, those guys scared the crap out of me, man. Then it's kind of cool. Peter Jackson, before he started these movies, he was kind of a horror director. So like he brings that kind of angle into these movies. And even like The Ring in general, you see it more in the later movies probably, but even still in this one, it's like there's like a psychological horror aspect going on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Like Frodo is like a main character of a horror movie in some ways. It really is. Like something's constantly messing with his head, you know.
Yeah, he gets constant flashback stuff. This dude's just going through constant torture
Right.
and there's nothing he can do about it.
I kind of feel bad throughout the trilogy.
It
Like,
gets to a
man,
certain point where I'm like, damn, bro,
he's
you
like,
are
damn, this
just
man's going through
you just got
it.
cooked up at like no mercy. But then also like the boys are trying to help, and the ring's like, nah, they're snakes. Don't let them help. Like, don't let the snakes
Ah,
help you. And it's
I
like,
know.
bro,
Well,
that's
yeah,
so
it's cool.
vicious.
Yeah, it's very cool. I know some of the things I'm thinking of are in the later movies. I'm trying to keep it to this one. I liked how it introduced all the characters and stuff with the hobbits, and I don't know if it was the first scene with Sam, but I like the scene where he's creeping in the window, and then Gandalf spots him. I forgot what he says, but it was funny.
Ten in like
No,
10 in the garden, weeding the flowers or something
yeah,
like
I was just who at this time of night, huh? Oh God, I didn't. This is probably the movie I took the least amount of notes, which is probably because I was kind of just mesmerized by it, man. It's been such a long time, and I mean, we'd be remiss not to talk about all the technical aspects of these movies. I mean, 2001, and it looks fantastic. Doesn't it looks
Gosh.
better than some movies that got made last year? I'm not kidding.
It's
Especially
honestly
for
a
the budget.
masterpiece.
Well,
Especially for the
what was the
budget.
what was the actual budget?
98.
Just for Fellowship.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot, but in 2001, I mean, that's pretty. I feel like I don't know. That's pretty decent, isn't it?
93 million.
It would equate to 177 million today.
Yeah, I mean that's an expensive movie. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, what, for 2000s?
But still, like, yeah, the early 2000s. Like I said, it looks better than some movies today. I feel like, um, and even just with not even just the visual effects, but like there's like they do a lot of really cool shots, like wide shots of them like going up the mountains. You see later, probably the wide shots are cooler later on in later movies with the war scenes, but still, there's some really cool ones here.
I mean, in comparison, Snow White recently was 210 million.
Yeah, and it looks like ass.
Yeah, so you have
It looks terrible.
almost
You have a terrible.
$40 million difference almost.
The dwarves look god awful. Why couldn't they just look like how they look in the Lord of the Rings? I don't know.
Or just hire actual people.
Yeah, that's what they did. I don't know. I could go on and on about that aspect, but I'm just this was yeah, right. This was when they did it right. This is when they were doing it right. I mean, let's not forget the music, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god,
man.
the music is so peak.
It's so memorable. There's so much of it. Like when I say it, like 5 different tunes pop up in my head.
Like the pan flute just going doo doo doo.
Yeah. My favorite's the clanking metal one. And,
Oh my god.
like when the orcs are working on the stuff. Yeah, I don't know, there's like, so many good ones.
Dude, that one's recurring too. It's like for all the battle scenes. Dude,
yeah, every time you see them marching in, it's like, here they come.
Fucking amped up too.
Yeah, it's hype. It's hype.
It is so hype.
Yeah.
My goodness.
There's a so I guess it's just everything just came together perfectly when they made these. Like they everybody brought their A game. It was really, from the music to the cinematography to the visual effects, the acting performance. Is anybody really a bad actor? I don't think. I wouldn't say. I don't know. I'm not a huge Orlando Bloom fan, but
I don't know. Maybe like an orc or something that you just don't know. But that's not even a real thing.
Yeah, no, I actually loved how all the orcs performed in the movie. They felt like orcs. They didn't feel like humans dressed as orcs. They felt like literal orcs. I would have believed I was an actual freaking goblin talking to me. For a lot of them, right? I mean, they did great. That was cool. There's so many ways to that they made it look believable.
Well, that's because most of it was makeup, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They didn't used to rely so much. They did rely some on CGI, but they had to use like real settings and real makeup for things. Like they had to get practical a little bit and then mix it with the technology. And nowadays people just green screen the whole thing and just computer generate the whole thing. Like even the Hobbit movies, when you see them now, they're way more CGI. Like even certain characters are way more CGI. I don't know. It's just better. I feel like that era was kind of just like the perfect timing. It was like the peak in a way.
Was it New Zealand landscape?
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's always made me kind of want to go there.
Honestly, though, looks cool. Walk through the actual. Through Mordor.
Yeah, right. If for nothing else.
Like, I'm going to Mordor.
I don't. Okay, I'm not going there, but you have fun.
I'm gonna go check out Mordor, bro. I mean, I'll go to the Shire. I'll stop at Minas Tirith, but I'm trying to go see where Sauron was, bro. he was a real wizard. No, I'm playing.
Trying to visit that volcano at the end.
Yeah, that volcano was intense. I'm good on that.
I love the
trying to feel that heat.
No.
I mean, we could say this now. Actually, right now, I guess just pick from the Fellowship. Who's like your guys' favorite characters?
Aragorn and Legolas. I mean, it's hard to say. Aragorn.
Yeah, no, they're all great. I love Legolas. Great characters.
Gimli is my favorite when it comes to like comedic relief because he's just a fucking idiot.
I opened this with a Gimli quote.
Literally, and you really it just depends on the situation. Like if we're talking about battles, I love seeing Legolas fight in battles. We're talking about comedy, I love seeing Gimli. It's just if we're talking about just pure raw ability, I love seeing that boy Gandalf. It's tough to put a. I don't have a single favorite character. I can't. I just literally can't.
Yeah, I kind of asked the question, and now I think about it. It's just they are all really, really great characters.
Right? Yeah, it's you literally. It's so hard.
Do you have one that? Yeah, you got one, Alex, or no?
Well, I'm gonna yes and no. So going back to a question that not some bad acting. Is Kate Blanchett for Galadriel?
Oh, you thought she was bad?
Galadriel?
Not fully. I just felt like every once in a while I was just like, meh, you're not really selling it.
Wow, that's interesting. Because I don't really have an opinion one way or another on her performance, but Kate Blanchett is probably like the most talented person on that cast, overall.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many other things that I've seen her in that
she's definitely the most decorated.
Yeah, she's the most decorated, but there's so many other things that I've seen her in that she does a lot more into. But the person that I liked the most was Boromir, Sean Bean.
Oh, you beat me to it, man. I was gonna say Boromir. Yeah, for sure. He's very interesting.
Yeah, just his character development and the way that he's able to carry that character is just really, really amazing. Just the complexity of emotions that he's able to portray visually through his face.
It's funny. I didn't even think about Boromir in that because there's
he's only got one movie.
Yeah, he's only got one movie, and but I mean that's a good choice though. Boromir. And I literally just watched that one, the most recent, obviously, and. That is a great pick. That's a great pick.
He's probably the only character in the first one that has a real arc and and he's the only one that really. They all develop a little bit because it's based on their experiences, but he genuinely has back and forth with himself and with other people, and. He has a bad moment and then he redeems himself and then he dies. Spoiler alerts for the episode, but that's kind of a gift for our podcast.
Oh, what? Oh no!
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
wow!
whatever.
Oh
I
my
mean, if you
god!
haven't seen The Lord of the Rings at this point,
It's
you have a bigger problem than us.
yeah. I don't think anybody who's tuning into a Lord of the Rings podcast is tuning into it without having seen all of Lord of the Rings.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just gonna
Fair
toss that
enough.
out
Fair enough.
there.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, is obviously it was had to end on some sort of cliffhanger, but man, it was very interesting how this ended. I don't remember because I was 4, but I feel like it would have been kind of crazy coming out of the theater, like as a more conscious person,
I was
being like,
4.
yeah, I was 4 when I saw it in the theater. I don't know what was going on. I was crapping my pants at the Witch King stabbing Frodo.
Sitting on that booster seat in the back of the theater.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
4.
But what I'm saying is, if you're like, I mean, I guess a lot of people who watched it were people who had read the books, but I feel like a lot of people who hadn't would have watched it and be like, man, that was a very like crazy, incomplete ending, kind of like what the hell is going to happen? Because it ends with Merry and Pippin getting kidnapped, Boromir dying, and the Fellowship effectively like not having worked. They split up. So it's very interesting.
Right. Yeah, no, that is very interesting.
Like, and you kind of could walk away with it, like, wait, so, like, did that even work? Like, oh, and Gandalf's dead? Like,
Yeah, right. Does that?
which as far as you're concerned, at the end of it.
I mean, true. Yeah. As far as you're concerned, but yeah, no, it's interesting. I forgot, I was reading something after watching the last two yesterday. It's like a synopsis on Reddit or something like that, and it was talking about just like small differences that could have happened in the movie where like everything could have been changed, and I was like sitting there just thinking about so many different like literally like so many little things, like if one person had died differently, or like if one person had ended up with the ring as opposed to someone else. I'm like, this whole thing could have just been fucked. Like it just could have been absolutely fucked.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of things like that, but it's also, even with that, like, there's not like, at least I feel this way about this one and the second one, not as much the third one, but there's not like a lot of like conveniences really. There's like everything kind of works well. I mean, people could maybe argue that Gandalf's OP, but I mean, who cares, dude? Who is? Actually, has anyone ever complained that about a wizard being OP?
No, he's a wizard. I think
only in D&D.
I think he's described as maybe only in D&D, but that's a different story. I think he's described as like an angel incarnate. Like it makes sense. It's Gandalf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
The only other shit in that in there minus like maybe Sauron and the whatever rides the Nazguls. I always forget what that dude's name is.
Witch King?
Yeah, the Lich King?
The Witch King.
Witch King, that's what, yeah, I don't know why I was blanking on that. Is the Ents, bro. I mean, that's obviously for a later time, but I fucking love the Ents, dude. The Ents are so G. They're so G, but I digress.
No, we'll get into those because I have some stuff to say about them, but no, this was, and then I guess the Gandalf, you shall not pass. One of the most recited lines ever, and then one of the most like weirdly heard, like when he goes, "Fly, you fools!" And a lot of people are like saying, "Fly, you fool, flee, you fool."
Fly, you
like,
fools.
What is he saying? "Fly, you fools." For the longest time growing up, I didn't know exactly what he said there, and then I watched it with subtitles, and it's like, he says, "Fly, you fools." Okay,
and then he jumps off and fucking goes and battles the Balrog, dude, like a fucking
but
man.
As far as we're concerned, at the end of this, we think he's dead.
Yeah, we think he just jumps off and dies because you just see him fighting it and fall and then scene. And then the next one just opens up with the shit. Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah, well, they still don't know for a minute. All right. Wait, is there anything else to talk about? I want to get into our ratings because I kind of want to get into the next one too. I have so much to talk about with the next two.
Oh, I'm good.
Good.
Okay. Yes, this was the first movie. It's probably my favorite, if not tied for my favorite. Pretty easy 5 out of 5 for me. Squadcast, thumbs up.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Lord of the Rings, first one, started the fandom, started one of my favorite series and favorite genres out there. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a outstanding 5 Squadcast podcast thumbs up out of 5.
This is my favorite, second favorite out of all of them. I can't give points, so I'm gonna give it a 5. Squadcast podcast thumbs up.
All right.
This
Well,
is my
just
favorite.
for my curiosity, out of what would you have given it with points?
Like a 4.99. Just kidding.
I can't stand you.
Yeah, that's
Literally
why,
can't
this is
stand
why
you.
you had to take away point privileges from him. Go ahead and give
That's
your
why.
synopsis.
That's why I don't.
Go ahead and give
I don't
your
give points.
synopsis of the next one. Don't let him talk anymore.
Yes. Okay.
I like to round down, sorry.
Okay. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. We get right off. We continue. We're pretty much right where we let off. Let off with all the characters. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli are looking for Merry and Pippin, who got taken by the orcs, while Frodo and Sam continue on their own journey to Mordor to get the ring destroyed. And at the same time, the Saruman, who we found out from the first one, we didn't talk about him in the first one because I kind of wanted to talk about him more in this one. But we found out he's evil and he's working with Sauron, and an extremely powerful wizard. And he is planning a huge invasion of, what's it called? Not just Helm's Deep, but what the place with the king?
Minas Tirith. All of Rohan.
No, that's the third one. Rohan, yeah, Rohan. Planning a big invasion of Rohan with the Uruk-hai army, which are like orcs, but like way stronger.
Yeah, way stronger. Fucking
yeah, these guys, and way scarier. Talk about another thing that like scared me. The orcs and the Uruk-hai scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, just absolute fucking menaces.
We see like a preview of them at the end of the first one when they get Boromir and when Aragorn fights the last one. And that's one of the coolest scenes of the first one. And then so we go into the next one knowing like he's got like a whole army of them now. There's some big boys. It's a lot of them, and he also has the curse on the king. And
yeah,
dude, I just forgot the name of it again. Rohan.
The King of Rohan.
King of Rohan. God, that's gonna be a problem.
You'll get there.
And because of the curse, Saruman's got him like a mind control.
Theoden is his name, the King of
which
Rohan.
is basically effectively weakening all their entire situation. Like the fact that they banished that one army of the guys that later meet Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas. And I don't know. I don't think that's an extended scene that they added. I don't know where they show them getting banished by that snake guy who's kind of basically talking for the king.
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
I can't remember that dude's name, but yeah, King Theoden.
The guy that literally looks like a snake, like he could be a snake.
I know, it's Snake Man.
Yeah, the snake guy. And
Grima Wormtongue.
Yeah, okay.
That's his name.
But
Grima.
And I don't know. Well, we learn a lot of things as the story goes on. That Merry and Pippin escaped and get into the forest with the Ents, with the top moving trees, and Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas run into Gandalf the White, who. Okay, now you can talk about it a little bit. He battled the hell out of the big monster,
the Balrog.
Devil monster, Balrog, and I don't know terms. And now, so they're together. He gets the big white horsey. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because one thing I really like about the Two Towers and how they these stories is every character is still very important, still has something to do, even though the Fellowship's split up. You know, even Merry and Pippin, they have their own side story with the Ents. So that's cool. There's also a very interesting way to narrate kind of what happened with them, because they kind of did it like a little of like a backtracking when Aragorn gets there. And they think like for a minute they're dead, and then they start finding the tracks and they see that they escaped. I thought that was cool.
No, absolutely agreed. This
Thank you. It's just a little dead silence.
No, sorry. I was just thinking. I was looking at photos. I was looking at the comparison of like Grima and when King Theoden was actually taken over by Sauron, because that whole fucking shit was insane. I also, going back to the whole CGI thing for a quick second here, the way that they made King Theoden look before and after his Alex's stuff must have went out. R.I.P.
He'll be back.
Yeah, before and after he was taken over by Sauron. Oh, he's back. Is absolutely insane. Like that again. This is what this came out in. What was it like? Within the next couple of years after the first one.
No, I mean the makeup is good, but also like when they do the effects of him like transit, it looks so smooth.
Right,
going back to normal.
It is unbelievably smooth.
Very cool.
What were you guys talking about?
No, while you went out, Latrell was talking about the effects on the king when he was possessed versus when he wasn't.
Oh, Theoden?
Yeah.
Theoden, yeah.
I thought a really, really good job of that.
It's a very sad part, but I like the line when he's having like he's seeing his son's grave. He said, "No parent should have to bury their child." I thought that was really powerful. I think whenever you see like any kind of sad news story like that, my dad still uses that line. So I think that was a good way to put it. To really illustrate just how sad it was that his son had died.
Yeah, that is true. And I felt, I did feel bad for Theoden for a minute, and then he just started being a fucking idiot. He's like, "All right,
I know.
Everybody, we're going to Helm's Deep. Let's go."
Yeah, I know. That was like, funny to me because it was like he had just gotten unpossessed, and it's like, oh well, he's still kind of being. Did anything even change?
Right? It was like he's like,
maybe you should put him back.
Right? Hey, yo, Sauron, come get him again. Actually, at least I'll stay here.
It was better when he had no idea what was going on.
For real. Now he's got content. Now he's free will. He's like
telling everybody what to do.
He's like, crap. All right, we're all gonna go to Helm's Deep, and you're all gonna die. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, B, take away this man's free will again.
This is that scene, right? Yeah, it is. I love the scene with the dog, the big dog things that the orcs are riding. That was really cool. That was cool effects too. Those things were scary as shit.
Shoot,
I forgot what this point. Yeah, I know. Because Saruman's get your riders out there, and it said something, warg riders or something. I don't remember. Those things were crazy, dude. I don't know how. They were neutered a little bit, and I thought they could have been even more like crazy because.
That's where the Hobbit paints him a lot better than this one. But I know that's 2001 animation versus like 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, that one they had like, what's one thing I wanted to see more? Oh, yeah, let's do that. But no, it's still, I don't mind the Hobbit movies, but they're just not. I don't like them as much as these ones. I wanted to talk about. So, you didn't see it because you didn't watch the extended, but there is a really good flashback, extended scene that was a flashback when we're introduced to Faramir, where actually, and I said the first one's Boromir's only movie, but if you include the extended versions, he's in this one too, because there's a flashback scene of that lord who's their father, Boromir and Faramir's father, and he's clearly, really loves Boromir. Can't stand Faramir, I thought that did a little bit to help with the character of Faramir a little bit, because I think when I watched this when I was younger, and you're supposed to feel this way a little bit, but it was kind of like, oh, this guy's kind of dick. He's kind of, deriding everything with the Sam and Frodo with the ring. But like when you see that flashback scene of him being like treated like shit by his dad, stuff, it kind of helps his character. It also does more. Yeah.
It gives you just more understanding of like why he's not letting him go, and just straight up being like 100% following the rules, doing exactly what I need to do, so I don't get berated.
Yeah, and it makes it kind of cooler when he has like an experience with them, and then decides to let them go because he knows that's what he has to do, what is the right thing to do. Thought that was cool. It also even helps with Boromir's arc. I almost wanted to go back and rewatch his scenes in the first one again after watching it, because like kind of helped him a little bit too. Because even though his dad favors him, he's still like, he puts a lot on him he was sending him on this mission, and he just wants to make him happy. He wants to make him proud, and so like that kind of factors into when he's trying to get the ring, a little bit at least. That's I don't know. That was one I didn't like every extended flashback scene, but I liked that one. That's extended scene. I keep saying extended flashback scene. That's the only one that's a flashback.
It's a vision. The extended flashback.
Yeah. Like for example, some of the extended Ent scene I thought were pretty stupid. And Charlie, you didn't even see these, but
no.
Like I don't know the part. Look, I guess it was kind of funny, and I'm not going to complain about it too much because it's an extended scene. They cut it from the theatrical release, and it was good that they did. But there's 2 back-to-back scenes with them where essentially the joke is that the Ents talk to each other very slow in Entish. Like that's the joke of the scene, and they play that scene basically twice in a row with those guys. It's like, I don't know. It's almost like in the original movie was just threw those in because they wanted to have a little more screen time with those guys. Because when you take those scenes out, you see them a little bit less. I don't know. That's the second time it took me out of it a little bit, but it's a good thing. Probably a good thing they were cut from the regular one. There is okay. Well, obviously we should talk about like the biggest thing with this movie, which is the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Oh my god, the Battle of Helm's Deep.
One of the most famous battle scenes of all time. And for good reason. Talk about large scale, epic. How many extras do you think were? Because they use a lot of extras. Like everything except for like the wide shot scenes was real extras.
Estimates is a few hundred to 1,500.
The credits were like 30 minutes long, and I feel like a good 10 minutes of thanking the extras. Not that I was fast forwarding through them just to see what the hell could possibly be 27 minutes worth of credits, and a lot of it was like just a long paragraph of names that went on for minutes and minutes and minutes.
It's because they needed the bodies.
Yeah,
Danny watched the extended version.
Yeah, I even watched the credits. That's how much I know every name off that list.
I wonder how long it took to get all those people in makeup. Probably, you know what I mean? Like how much
all the
time
orcs and the Uruk-hai. Oh my god! Or just the costumes for people. They went all the way all out, and they deserved every award.
I could see them also being like, hey, like, this is how you're supposed to paint yourself. Like, come with makeup already done, and we'll do touch-ups as needed.
I don't know if they did that for this, though. I don't know. I don't think... I feel like you would have seen a lot more lazily painted people.
Yeah, but if you look at the shot... Like, if you look at the actual shots, like, from when you're talking about that many people, you're really not seeing the bodies of a lot. It's a lot of like backs of
but they're
heads
still
and
there,
stuff like
is what
that.
yeah. No, sure.
So,
I mean, there's still a lot of close-up shots of them, so I feel like.
Oh yeah.
And then there'll be like smaller shots where there's a bunch of them going down like a stairwell all at once. I mean, those guys are all pretty properly made up, and there's a lot of them.
No, yeah, and you could easily like kind of reuse those a little bit here and there. The ones you truly spend time on.
They just got like a 360 loop kind of going.
It's a continuous loop of the same guy.
They go out of the shot and they come all the way back around.
This is the same guy.
This is a circle. Do not run into the people in front of you.
Yeah, and don't stand in the same spot every time you're coming down in the shot. This time you're on the left side, the next time you're on the right side, next time you're in the middle.
Dodge and weave a little bit.
Yeah, dodge and weave. Maybe this time walk backwards.
You know, it wouldn't hurt if one of you maybe fell down the stairs here and there.
Yes, yeah.
There's a weapon rack behind the stage. Grab a ball and chain if you want to switch it up.
Yes, right. Do some shit like that. Take your helmet off. Put it back on.
Take your helmet off. Put it back on.
You uglies.
Maybe whatever you want, just do it. We just need you to be different. Take your helmet off.
But there's still it's. However they did it, they did an unbelievable job with the battle. It's nice that it's dark and you can still see everything perfectly well. This is what I'm talking about more this movie than the other ones. Have a lot of wide out shots, or like, and it's not even like super wide. Like they'll show like the king and somebody in one quarter. You'll see like they'll have like an overhead view of down the bridge below where the Uruk-hai are kind of trying to barge in, and you'll see them barge the door open and start going up a staircase, and then the camera will still be like overhead the whole time, and to watch them, the king and them, move from one section, and while that's happening, you see the other side of the castle, the stairwell, the orcs are coming up from the inside of the castle. Like it's a continuation from when they barged in to when they're running up the stairs to try to invade the castle. I thought that was really cool.
No, that actually is really cool. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, really cool cinematography, really great lighting, and man, everybody brought their A game. 3 movies in a row.
I mean, I like in the Battle at Helm's Deep when they're like right as the battle's about to start and they're doing the face off and then it just starts raining. I was like, yo, this is perfect. And then obviously when our boys come in, when the elves come in, they're like, hey,
that was cool.
Humans and elves were once together. We ride tonight. You know, the fuck Sauron.
There's no way I'm letting a pointy ear outscore me.
I also love that Gimli and Legolas are always just competing for how many...
keeping score.
Literally middle of the fight, 17, 18. I'm like, yo, y'all are so savage for this.
Back when like the gallows humor of like MCU movies and stuff like wasn't too prominent. It was fun. Like there was room for a little like joking around in the middle of the fight, and there was just enough of it with just those 2 characters, and it was great. It's great that Legolas is such a serious character, but in those moments, he's just like in on the joke with Gimli. It's great. So he can be funny too.
Right, exactly.
He's like, that's 2. I'm at 17. He kills 2. He goes 19.
I'm at 17.
Well, isn't it? Is that
was
the
this
fight where they were when they were finishing up arguing about it? Legolas shoots an arrow in one, and he's like, "No, he didn't move because I got my axe buried into his nervous system."
Yeah, my axe is embedded into his nervous system. I think that was an extended scene. I don't know. Do you remember that, Lucho?
I don't. That is not part of the...
Okay. Oh my god, dude. It's so funny. Watch the extended just for that.
That threw me for a
yeah, that was very funny.
That was good.
Axe buried in his nervous system.
And he wiggles it too. So like
he says, "I've got 42," and Gimli's like, "I've got 43." and Legolas shoots the one underneath him. He's like, he was already dead. No, he was twitching. He's twitching because I've got my axe embedded in his nervous system. And then it's like zooms out to show that his axe is in his head. It's very funny.
That is actually
yeah,
I gotta go back and watch the extended version just for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's great. It continue. We haven't even talked about the introduction of Gollum. One of the most famous characters of the whole trilogy, if not, and one of the most famous characters ever. I mean, and one of the coolest acting performances ever. Like,
gosh, Andrew Serkis.
Andy Serkis. I mean, he kind of reinvented acting with this performance, literally. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever done exactly what he did.
He's insane.
And it was back when they couldn't even do motion capture yet, so they had to just you had to do the effects just mimicking his facial expressions. So like, even though it's not like actually him, like it's modeled entirely after everything he does with his face.
Yeah.
And his voice is so perfect. It's such a, what a character. He's so crazy. And I think I like him more in this movie than the next one, because like they lean way more into him being like conflicted. And I get why they do that in the next one, because they need to start rolling forward with him as a villain. But in the second one, you really don't even fully know if he's a villain yet. Like, you kind of do, but you don't.
Yeah, he does a really good job of like portraying
the
imbalance of the soul.
Yeah. At least in this one, and
well, because he gets captured at one point by the guy that we just previously talked about, and it's like you feel bad, but you don't. Right. But you feel bad at the same time.
And then I didn't realize this until watching it now, because I realized growing up that that's kind of the trigger that sort of sends him back into Gollum mode.
Yeah.
And then it's like he's never really the same after that, because for a while, from when the scene where he goes, Smeagol is free,
and he's dancing around.
Up until that, he basically is just a good guy. Like, I don't think, like, even I believe that he's not being like Maleficent, or
I mean, there is the one part where like, it was kind of to your point where you're kind of like rooting for him after the Smeagol is free part, but he goes against the rabbits and he brings them up to Frodo and Sam, and then Frodo's...
It's only one way to cook up a couple of conies.
Right, a couple of conies. And he's like, no. He's freaking out. It's like,
you keep nasty chips.
Right, you keep nasty chips. I was like, that's actually hilarious, because even him and Sam were friends at that moment. You know what I mean?
He goes, like, funny. Smeagol likes them raw and wriggle it. You keep nasty chips.
He just trots away like, I'm gonna go hang with him now. You eat chips, you fucking freak.
Hobbitses.
Hobbits.
Oh my gosh.
Filthy hobbitses.
Filthy hobbitses.
Yeah. Unbelievable character.
Oh my god.
Great visual effects too. All three of these movies won the Oscar for best visual effects. But this one, I'm pretty sure their work on him stood out. And I know, like, it looks better in The Hobbit, but like that's one where the effects are actually better, but it still looked really good.
Yeah.
No, agreed, absolutely. Right. He looks like disgusting, but in the best possible
way. Oh, he looks gross, dude.
He is so gross. And don't even get me started. I mean, we're not even there yet, but don't even get me started on that big fucking... that big fuck in the cave. We know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could talk about it a little bit, because we get hinted at it at the end. And he's like, "We'll take him to her.
Yeah.
She'll do it. We'll let her do it."
Fuck
And you're kind
her.
of,
You're just like, who is her? Who
yeah,
is she?
yeah. Wait, what is that?
Like,
What's that about?
I thought it was gonna be like when you first watch it, like, oh, maybe it's just like a massive fucking troll or something like that, because we know they have them, or maybe it's just like some vicious fucking serpents.
Yeah,
Nope, that's
yeah,
not what it is. Not at all.
no. Well, we'll talk about what it is. Don't worry.
Like, fuck, dude.
I don't know what it
I
is. Yeah.
literally despise that part to this day because of how fucking grotesque it is. But anyway, fuck me.
Great. I'm excited. All right. Yeah. So that's most of the Two Tower. I mean, they bring back the Witch King for one, and the Nazgul. They bring that in. And no, that's it. That's
We get introduced a little bit to the undead too in this one, which is also some foreshadowing for the next one when Frodo falls in the water.
That's right. Yeah,
we see the ghosts kind of come up before he gets
that's
saved.
I mean, add that to like some of the horror elements of this movie.
Yeah, true. That part was creepy.
Part freaked me out as a kid, big time. All right, well, that's the Two Towers. I mean, I've loved this one. After watching these ones, I kind of put this one pretty much on par with the first one. So, I mean, if we're gonna go into ratings, it's once again 5.
Yeah,
podcast thumbs up.
It's a 5 Squadcast podcast thumbs up for me too. There's no questions to ask. I mean, honestly, like
5 as well. All these are 5. Honestly,
I was about to say I could just go ahead and say all of these. Like this whole thing is just a 5. We're just giving a fucking like fans 5-star fan service for right now. Like,
oh God, I wish that were the case, but
I'm gonna fucking rip your head off.
Return of the King.
Oh my God, I'm leaving.
Let me start. Let me go right off the bat before you freak out by saying I absolutely love this movie. It's an amazing movie.
No, you fucking don't.
Don't say that.
It is.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Don't you say that if you're not gonna give it a 5, you fuck.
I love so many things about it.
He
doesn't. Yes, I do.
Nope.
What a liar!
I'm not even. I already wrote the rating down.
I'll give my rating for it now. I'll give my rating for it now. 4.5.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Is that okay?
Jesus Christ.
4.5.
Start another podcast.
I might have to make another podcast after this one.
Guys, I was going to start off with something I loved about it. How are we going to get into this? Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, the conclusion of the trilogy. Some people's favorite.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put this out there. This is my favorite one of the trilogy.
That's fine. It's good. It's a great movie.
I needed to let us know ahead of time about your opinions.
Oh my God.
Give me a break.
This is my, he's gonna give a 4.5 to my favorite one, and we're just like straight up outright last two 5.
A 9 out of 10.
It's a big FU to your partner.
It's a 90% out of 100. If something has a 90% out,
I can't wait for the fans to hear this validated crash out. This is validation.
That's a B.
That's a B.
Not in my grade book.
Yeah, could you use a new
stupid grade book?
I grade on a curve. It's an A.
God, I
give it an A.
All right, get your stupid synopsis out the way so the real fans can talk.
Okay, conclusion of the trilogy. We reach, we just basically the endpoints of Sam and Frodo's journey with Smeagol to Mordor, and also now that Saruman's army has been defeated in the Two Towers, we're getting a final showdown with Sauron's army versus all the armies of, I guess, really just Gondor and Rohan.
And Mordor.
The remaining armies of protecting Middle Earth. Basically, it's the first it's a battle to protect Gondor, and then second it's a battle to give Frodo and Sam time to destroy the ring. And it is great. Listen, let me start. I'm gonna have so much things that I love about it, and they're in my notes. First thing I obviously love is the opening.
To Bellinor, get him out of here.
I love the opening scene. I love how they started off with the flashback of Smeagol finding the ring, and it's really it's awesome, and it's also fucked up, like a crazy way to start the movie, just with him murdering his buddy for this ring.
Yeah,
right
literally.
as he finds it. It's like, oh shit, and then you see how he becomes Gollum. Like, it's creepy, like it's dark, and like
the progression, the progression of that visually is like a little.
Ooh, you're like uncomfortable.
I mean, they immediately get into the fucking, like, what is that? Give me that. That's mine. I'm gonna kill you for it now.
Yeah, and then he starts like getting all. He starts like Darth Sidiousing. Yeah, I mean, come on.
He's literally just, dude, when he's just hovering behind him for a second, you can see like a glimpse into future Smeagol, and I'm like,
it's such a cool part.
Yeah, he's
when
cooked.
he like. He's still got like weird eyes, kind of, and he closes them and opens them up, and it's like the eyes that you see him like having like now.
Yeah.
Like the CG eyes, but it looks so cool, like how they did that. Because at first it was like a regular person closing their eyes, and like you see like their eyes like widen a little bit, and
right? It's just
back up, and he looks like Gollum. It's like, oh shit! Like there he is.
Here he is, the true villain.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess that right off the bat, I guess I wish his inner battle from the last one had like lasted more into this movie. This movie is pretty much straight up a villain, like the whole time.
He completely crashes out.
Yeah, it's crash out time.
Like full on crash out city. Like, he's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna bring them up this mountain because they found the main gate, but that doesn't work for me. I'm gonna let them get murdered by this giant fucking spider. Like, come on, bro.
Shit up there.
Like, come on. And you know what sucks? The worst part about it is the last part when Frodo like falls out of the actual innards of the cave. I'm like, oh. Like, he's
all good.
Like, it's all good. He's fine. Nope. And then
the spider again.
You just hear the visceral sound of that disgusting fucking stinger in his back. Because think about when it was trying to kill
coming
Sam.
Out of his ass.
It came out of its butthole, and then it just slams directly into your spinal cord. And for a hobbit, dude, the size of that needle might have just fully pierced Frodo's body if you really think about how big that thing was.
That left a tennis ball size hole in his body.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
He's bleeding out.
I gotta be. Does that pierce through the elf armor? That was weird to me. That part didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, because then they picked up the chain link shirt and it was
fine. They made a big deal out of that chain link armor,
especially
in Return of the King.
Maybe
extended.
That's the plot armor. Like the elf armor stopped it from fully piercing him, but the venom still got in him or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure Frodo fully dies if a fucking horn.
Well, dude, he would have done something other than he wouldn't. That's not a time to fake an injury. The thing's about to wrap you up in web. It's not like the troll in the first one where he pretended like he was dead, but really he was fine.
Right.
The troll would have just been like, "Okay, I got him." Whereas the spider's like, "Oh, okay, great. I'm about to eat this guy now."
Exactly. Like, cool. I'm gonna wrap you up real quick and suck out your intestines. Like, that's not a good time.
It was weird that he had his eyes open, but I don't know. I guess Gollum being able to turn Frodo against Sam, they sort of make sense, but it's probably the hardest to believe part of this whole trilogy for me, to be honest. I know, like they make it make sense a little bit because he's like, oh, watch, he's gonna try to take it for his own, and then that kind of happens. But I don't know, just something about Frodo mindset. I guess what bothers me about it is you got all the way to fully trusting Smeagol, and now you're not I don't.
Right? It's like you grew up your entire life with
like,
Samwise
he'll
the
try
Brave.
to take it. The thing I've been doing for the past
right?
2 movies, trying.
When you held a sword to my neck because I was trying to take it, yeah, he's gonna do the same thing. But like, you should just tell him to leave. You need to leave.
I guess you could say that's an issue with the second one too. It is like right off the bat, he's just right off the bat trusting him. I don't get it. You need to
leave.
But he's just, why does he trust him so easily? I don't understand.
It's because Smeagol knows how the ring's power works, and he's just playing against like the fact that the ring's just gonna keep corrupting Frodo and putting ideas to his head. So Smeagol's like the second snake of the ring. Like, since I feel like Smeagol's like has essence inside of the ring because he had it for X amount of time.
Yeah, this movie was probably the best in terms of like action scenes, other than Helm's Deep probably being my favorite battle. But like, this probably had the most action overall.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And that is why it's one of my favorite. That is why you should give it a 5. You should also give it a 5 because of fucking Legolas and Aragorn's ghost army that just comes out and fucking that shit. Oh my god! I remember first seeing this back in fucking being a little kid in the early 2000s. That was the coolest shit in the world to me. Seeing a fucking CGI ghost army just come through and start wiping people off the map. That shit is cold-blooded.
That came out of the mountain. That was just, chilling right there next to their camp.
Yep. The mountain the crevice that nobody wanted to go into because it was creepy.
It's just there.
And Aragorn got visited by the elf king before they went to...
that part's cool, when he gets that sword.
Oh yeah, he gets the shattered sword.
I know, I forgot the elf king's name, and I was going to remember it for damn movie, this damn podcast. Whatever. I know the girl's name is Arwen. I thought when they were setting up, when they said she was dying, and then they were having like Eowyn with Aragorn, I thought they were like setting them up to be together, and like she's gonna die. The elf girl's gonna die.
Yeah, no, that would have made a little bit of sense. I think his name is Thranduil or something like that. The king of the elves.
Hugo Weaving. That's the name I do know.
The name I do know.
And you know what? To be fair, so the reason I give this 4.5 is because I don't have a lot of complaints about this trilogy, but most of them are about this, or if I have any, they're about this movie. But if I'm being completely fair, a lot of the ones that I have in my notes are just like the extended scenes. And I mean, those movies weren't in the
original movie.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, Latrell, those didn't even happen.
Wow. This man gave it a 4.5, and he's watching the extended scenes. I am livid.
Okay, well, to be fair,
livid.
Those aren't the only reason, and some of the extended scenes are good, but
livid.
Like, I'm just saying, it's fine, man. 4.5 is a great rating. All right, I have another issue.
What?
I wish they hadn't. Here's the thing, guys. Yeah, everything's awesome, but some of the awesomeness takes away from it for me, and from a certain perspective. You know how there's the whole thing of that people say, "Hey, why didn't they fly the eagles all the way to Mordor?" Right? And I don't really care about that. Like, that's not even really. I don't even have that problem with the story. But that's the thing people say, right? People say that. But what my thought actually was, in the second one, all you see is one Nazgul, the Witch King, riding, and that's fine, that's okay. But when in the third one, now they all have one. I don't know. I guess my thought is, where the hell were those ones in the last movie? Where the hell were those ones found out where the ring was?
I mean, where were the elephants? You know,
that's a different army.
Where
they didn't have that, they hadn't recruited that army yet.
Yeah, but maybe the one Witch King who has control over all the Nazguls was just like, so I was like, just go out there and scout by yourself. We don't want to give our hand up yet. Because he knew that if they were going to go to war.
One thing, we don't want to overstretch our hand to get the one thing that would make our boss the most powerful.
If that's the case, why not just send the Balrog and all the Nazguls in the very first movie when they found that they had the ring? I'm just saying,
as far as I knew, after the first 2 movies, there was just one Nazgul, but they wanted more Nazguls in the 3rd movie, so they made it so now they all have Nazguls, and that, in my opinion, takes it away from it a little.
And now it's a 4.5. Oh my god. Well, I liked when...
That's not the only thing.
I liked when the king of Minas Tirith fucking gets lit on fire by Gandalf and then just runs all the way down. He's like,
I love all that.
All right. He's like, well, their pass is whatever his name is, the second, and he just falls off of Minas Tirith mid-battle.
Yeah,
that shit was insane.
Yeah, I don't know how no one could have possibly known that guy was alive, but I mean, they could have just been listening to what he was telling them to do.
I'll say they were either oblivious as all get out.
Yeah, I don't know. But I loved all of that. I mean, that whole side story with Pippin and the Lord and his weird shit with his sons. I even like the part where he's like eating and he's eating all gross like that, and Pippin's singing that song.
Guys, looking at his lips popping fucking tomato cherries.
I love that scene, and that's while that army that he's made Faramir go out to defend, even though they have like no chance.
They're getting absolutely slaughtered.
But yeah, that was a really cool scene with that combined with like the cuts in between the shit, that and him eating, and then him just nothing but you don't hear anything really, just him singing.
That was a really cool part. I did like that. Although I will say, that scene of him eating that food was gross, that food did look fucking so super fresh. Like I probably would have been popping those cherry tomatoes the same way if that shit was that fresh.
Yeah, right. You already like that, so. Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh, shots fired! I would not expect any from anybody less. Someone giving this movie a 4.5. So
okay.
Fuck you.
Oh my god! All right. Well, I do have a couple other. They are about extended scenes. I do want to talk about them though. I don't know. There's, they have, so in this one, there's an extended scene where you see how Aragorn and you kind of see how Aragorn and them and the Ghost guys got on those ships. I'm pretty sure that's not in the theatrical version.
It's not. They just roll up on the ships in the.
Yeah, you see, those guys who have those ships are kind of rolling through, and you see Aragorn say, "You will not pass here," or something like that. And they're like, "What the hell? What are you saying to us?" And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they send in the army, but it kind of just ends there. I get why that was cut, but I don't know. I would have liked to have actually seen them, what they were going to do to them. But I can also see how they wanted to save it for the big fight.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really showing much in that, so.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few of them where it's probably a good thing that wasn't in the theatrical. Okay, a couple other things. Number one.
Oh God.
I would have really. I don't know. This one has bothered me since I was like 10.
It's the bash of the king.
Where the hell did Gollum come from? I saw that man fall off a cliff. The next thing I know, he is up on the mountain with them. I'm sorry. Where did that man come from?
Dude, it's Gollum.
I'm good. Look, I'm glad. And, I'm watching the extended version. I'm thinking, okay, there will probably be some kind of scene to explain, like, what happened. Maybe he fell in, like, water or something. And then, No, she's just there later. Okay.
Bro, he's Gollum.
I don't know. I was just like, what?
He's Gollum.
How does he? I don't know.
The only thing that can kill is lava.
I forget. Overall, it doesn't ruin the movie for me. That's why it's 4.5.
Like one of my questions is why in the other movies, how is he beating the shit out of 2 hobbits when he was a hobbit himself, and now he's an even skinnier, fucking fucked up hobbit, but he's still beating the shit out of Frodo and Samwise by himself. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go back when they get in the fights over the bread the first time when
What? Now you're gonna hard watch all the first two to look for some glaring mistakes.
I said I'm gonna give Return of the King a 4.5 because of that scene right there. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a dick like you. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't know how Gollum knew what freaking invisible finger to bite.
Yeah, how did he figure that out? Oh, he probably felt it because he was like grabbing him. He was frisking him.
I can kind of see how he was like fighting for it, and he
felt it and then just like ripped it off.
And yeah, here's the thing: as much as I wonder how the hell he got there, I'm glad he was there because that whole final scene is great. I'm curious what you think of like that ending, Alex, because it's not just all sunshine and rainbows. There was some real sacrifice there. I don't know.
But it ended up really good in the end.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's sacrifices and everything, but still had a nice ending after the ending, too.
True.
For sure. Ooh,
if you watch the extended version, I think.
Yeah. What did you say?
I think you have to watch the extended version to get, like, the after scenes.
He actually bites off the finger. It's like, holy shit.
That was great. That part was insane. Just... And then he's just dancing around on the edge of a cliff, though, in a volcano. Yeah. That was a little like, all right, Smeagol, like you got the ring. Maybe you should not dance on the edge of a volcanic cliff, like.
Yeah. We haven't had a lot of chances to talk about it, but Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli are three fucking badasses, man.
There's some studs. Absolutely.
I love it. I mean, I didn't talk about it. I love the part 2 Towers when Legolas jumps on Gimli's horse from the other side. But this one's probably better for this because the scene where he's on the elephant, where he takes down the Oliphant.
Oh yeah, the fucking he climbs up it. That's so peak. Yeah. And then in the background, you can see the Ghost Army just like running up on another one while he's riding it. Just a little nuance.
But I like when he takes it down and Gimli's like, that still only counts as one. Pretty, so Legolas in his mind is probably like, that counts as 100. What are you kidding?
Right? He's like, I just took down a massive fucking tank of an animal. And he's like, nah, dog, that's one. Bro, think about the intimidation factor, though, when like Rohan's army comes in, they're like, all right, we're doing a good job. We just took down all the orcs. They achieved what they needed to, and then they turn around and you just hear...
Yeah, they even showed the king's face. King Theoden, or whatever. They show his face, and he's like smiling, and then his smile slowly fades away, as you see. And then they cut to just like 10 of those things. Dude, it's like, oh, shit.
Sprinting, just full sprint in. That shit is terrifying, bro. Just really like, we got the orcs.
There's a lot of moments where it's just like, oh no, what are they gonna do?
You're just like, oh god, here it comes.
It's great, and what I think not much later is when they get off those ships with the ghost guys.
Yep, they pull up. Oh, dude, that's cool. Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli just jump out, start running. The boys just rip through, man. I love to see when they're like you just see the wave of green going up the tower in Minas Tirith, just like wiping out the rest of them. Oh.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but it is funny.
Dude, they're flying. They're specters.
Yes, it was a lot of awesome.
It was a lot of awesome. That's probably why I like it so much. On top of it just being a great movie.
I know. Yeah, and that's why I feel like you guys should just respect that,
No.
Enjoy the other ones a little more.
No.
I enjoy a 5. That's what I
enjoy. Their narrative and their characters a little bit.
No.
And this one is just, listen, man, the third movie's tough, okay? It's tough. It's tough, You got to carry the weight of 2 movies in front of you, and they do it in a 3 to 4 hours way. I mean, I just feel like they kind of go through the motions a little bit more in this one than the other two, and not even to a horrible degree. It's still a fantastic movie. I love this movie. I would rewatch all three of these all the time.
Sus.
I also like the part where Mary goes, "I want to fight."
Yeah, but I want to fight.
That was very close to being my intro quote this episode. Very close, but I settled with the Gimli.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a good Gimli.
I thought it would be funny if I started going. You go 3, 2, 1. I want to fight.
I want to fight.
I don't know, because I always just thought he sounded so goofy when he says that. I don't know. I always laugh. maybe that's the point, to kind of make him sound pathetic. You know?
Right.
I don't know. I like at the ending after they win and I assume this is in the theatrical version too, but I don't fully remember. They have like the whole coronation for Aragorn and all that, and then like after like near the end of the scene, you finally see the 4 hobbits, and they're kind of just standing there. They bow to him, and he goes, "Oh, you," and then like everyone bows to them. I loved that part so much. Yeah. I don't know why I loved that part. I don't know. It's such a great little engine that could kind of, because it also kind of just reminds you at that point in the movie like how much all 4 of them did. Like holy crap, they did a lot.
Well, and then the departure to Valinor of Bilbo and Frodo, and
yeah.
I think Gimli eventually also has passage into Valinor as well,
which is so sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think the Valinor makes so much more sense with the Amazon TV show going on right now.
Okay. I don't know anything about that. I haven't watched that.
What's the Amazon TV show?
Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Okay, talk about the other rings.
I've watched. I didn't finish Rings of Power yet, but I've watched most of it. That's right.
I love that. I know book people don't like that.
I heard mixed reviews.
I've liked Rings of Power. I've liked it.
My dad likes it, so.
I love it. It's good.
I think it's very good. Shit. Yeah, and you do get a kind of a glimpse.
Eventually we'll do.
You do get a glimpse.
Eventually we'll do.
You 4.5er.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Jeez.
Yeah, you do get a glimpse at Valinor, which Valinor is a crazy. Okay. I wish they did more shows about the other.
I'll tell you what, it was almost. It would have been a solid 4.
I'll log out right now.
Listen, this movie was pushing it with the ending, man.
I'll log out right now. I swear to you.
Tell me I'm wrong. The movie was pushing it with the ending.
I watched the normal theatrical version.
The normal theatrical version's the same way. Last 10 scenes could have always been the ending of the movie.
I'll log out right now, and the sound will be cut from this video. I swear to God.
Crash out.
4.5. That is my rating, and that's a fine rating. That's a great rating.
Well, I give it a 5. Thumbs up out of 5. Fuck you.
I mean,
we don't do points here in this podcast, so it's a round up to 5.
Yeah, it's true.
Never mind. Don't look at the posted note.
It's still gonna be. I did look at the posted note. It says 5.55.
Wait, what? No, I have 4.5.
I'm talking about.
Sorry, rounded up.
I'm talking about cumulative for the whole movie. 5. So you got 2 5s and a 4.5.
Whatever. I stand by my rating and find my rating to be.
We actually have to rate it as a trilogy, so it's going to equate to a 5.
Yeah, we have to rate it as a trilogy. Actually,
it's 2 perfect movies and an almost perfect movie. It's fine.
And no shame in that. It's 2 smart men and an almost smart man on this podcast.
It's all right, guys. I'm glad you guys like awesome effects and stuff, you know?
Whatever.
I got my license.
I can drive a vehicle.
What a fun episode. What a fun week of watching movies, man. I'm so glad we did Lord of the Rings, dude. Latrell, throw on the applause. We made it. We made it through the trilogy episode. Try not to take too long to find the effect this time. There it is.
There it is.
Wow.
We did
That was
it.
oh god, I always forget which number. Is this our 8th episode?
This is oh god, what episode is this? Hold on. I think this is episode 7.
We always forget. We're so bad at this.
I thought it was 7.
I think this is episode 7. Yes, this is episode 7 because the last one was 7 Samurai and Memento.
Yes.
You messed up there. 7th episode should have been 7 Samurais.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
We did what we could.
Yeah, no, it's all right. And besides, this was the one we had. We were doing this one. This was a special one anyway. That's the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I hope. I mean, I'll probably be watching these again soon, just because I had such a blast. But
I'm gonna watch The Hobbit now.
Yeah, I actually might, just out of curiosity, see if I like them better than
I already did. They're great.
I mean, I do like The Hobbit a lot, but I'm gonna rewatch it.
That's kind of the same deal. I like the first 2, not as much the third. We'll see.
He just hates things in 3s.
Okay.
I think so.
Let's get out of here before I die.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end this. Thanks everybody for watching as always.
Thank you. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Love ya.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.